So today we will be discussing the concept on duration of the bond. So till now it is everybody would be comfortable on how to calculate the intrinsic value of the bond. And now we will be discussing the what is the duration of the bond and how to calculate the duration of the bond. Before that, first we will understand what is the meaning of duration of the bond. What is the meaning of the duration of the bond? So duration is what the measurement of how long in years it will take for the price of the bond to be repaid by its internal cash inflow. So you are investing in the bond. Okay, for that you will pay the price. Obviously you will, if you are investing in the bond, you will pay the price. So you will be interested in know in how many years you will get back that amount which you have invested. Okay, suppose if you invested 10,000 in the bond for 5 years. Now, by using the concept of duration, we can find out that within how many years this 10,000 will you will be getting back. Okay. Now everybody will have a one question that okay, 10,000 I will get at fifth year, no? Okay, 10,000 you will get at fifth year, but don't forget that every year you get interest also, no? So that is also your cash inflow only. Okay, so duration of the bond will be less than 5 years, or it can be equal to maturity years also, because bond will pay cash flow every year. So your recovery of this amount will be earlier actually. Even though actual 10,000 you will get back only at the end of the 5 year, but since every year you are getting some inflow, your duration will be less. So that's why duration of the bond will always be less than or equal to the maturity year. It will not cross maturity year. Okay, it will be less or maybe equal also if the bond is not paying any cash flows during the year. It will pay only at the end of the year. At that time it can be maturity. Since normally bonds pay interest, cash inflow is there every year, so duration of the bond will be less than the maturity period. Okay, number of years, suppose if you are investing 10,000 for 5 years, you get interest also. So your this amount will be repaid at an earlier date than the 5 years. So this is the concept of duration. So duration is the measurement of how long in years it will take for the price of the bond to be repaid by its internal cash flows. Okay, and duration of the bond will always be less than or equal to the maturity. It will never cross the maturity year. Okay, you can use the duration of the bond, especially while comparing the different bonds, in which bond you have to invest. So you can select those bond whose duration is less. Okay, if you select the bond whose duration is less, means your investment will be repaid faster. For that purpose, you can use the duration of the bond. Or in advanced, we can use the concept of duration of bond for making adjustment in portfolio, etc. But basically understand, you can use the duration for comparing the bonds for purpose of investment. How to calculate the duration of bond? For that, we will have to solve a practical illustration on how to calculate the duration of the bond. So read this illustration. Following data are available for a bond: face value 1000, coupon rate 16%, years to maturity is 6 years, redemption value is 1000, means it is redemption at par only, yield to maturity is 17%. So these are the basic details given for the purpose of our calculation. What is required in the question? This is the requirement of the question. What is required? You have to calculate the current market price, which is the value of the bond, and duration of the bond. Both things you have to calculate here. You have to first calculate the current market price by using the normal uh, technique which we have understood, and you should also calculate the duration of the bond. So all the basic details are given for our convenience. Using that data, we have to calculate two things. One is the market price, that is the intrinsic value of the bond, and the duration of the bond. So let us understand how we will calculate this. First part is familiar to everybody, how to calculate the market value of the bond. So first we will do that part. Okay, basic details is given in the question. So again, we are not reproducing it again in the solution. We can refer it from the question only. So directly we will go for the solving part. Calculation of calculation of value of the bond. Okay, how we can calculate the value of the bond? Years, same columns will come. Years, cash flow, discounting factor, at the rate, and present value cash flow. So, what is the number of years? 6 years. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because in sixth year there will be two cash flows. Face value 1000, coupon rate is 16 percentage. So 1000 into 16 percentage. Interest will be 160. Interest will always be calculated on the face value, and redemption at par. So 1000 rupees you will get back. Okay. Discounting factor is 17 percentage. This we will have to calculate. So everybody can start calculating. How we will calculate? 17 divided by 100 plus 1 divided by equal to. So first value is 0.854, second 0.730, then 0.624, 0.533, 0.456, 0.389. This will also be 0.389 only because both are sixth year only. Please check this values once. You also confirm from your end also. So present value cash flow will be 160 into discounting factor. You will get the present value of the cash flows. If you will do the total, we will get the value of the bond. So value of the bond is 962.60. It is at a discount. Why at a discount? That also you can analyze, because here coupon rate is less and the yield rate is more. So we have understood that it will be quoted at discount only, and our answer is also at discount. Means we are at a correct step. Okay, since coupon market expectation is more and actually is less, it will be traded at discount only. We've understood by solving three illustration. By changing the parameters, we have understood that how the interest rate and yield are related to each other. So this is at a discount because your yield is more than the coupon. That's why it will be at a discount only. So this is the first part we have solved, calculating the value of the bond. See, 964.40. Here also we have got it. Some rounding of differences may be there. 963, you can round it off. So this is the intrinsic value, or you can say just a value of the bond, intrinsic value of the bond. Now we will understand how to calculate the duration. This we can write as discounted cash flows. For duration, one more column will be required, which is known as DCF into T. This we will have to add one column for calculating the duration, which is DCF into T, which are these columns. DCF is your discounted cash flow. Okay, DCF is the discounted cash flow, means this column number 4. What is T? T is the years. T is the year. Tenure. T. T is the year. So now you can understand, you should multiply this DCF with the T. So 137 into 1. 117 into 2. Corresponding, go on multiplying. 100 into 3, third year. 85 into 4. 73 into 5th. 62 into 6. 38, 389 into 6. Do the total of this. You will get the total of DCF into T. DCF into T you have got. Now we can calculate the duration of the bond. Formula for duration of the bond is is equal to summation of DCF into T divided by summation of DCF. Means this 4083 divided by 963, you will get the duration. 4083 divided by 963 will be the duration of the bond. What will be the duration? Let us check. 4083 divided by 963. So duration of the bond is 4.24 years. Duration of the bond is 4.24 years. See, you are investing it for 6 years, but you are getting the amount effectively you are getting the amount back in 4.24 years only. Means you can say that amount which you are investing, 963 rupees you will invest, no? This is the market, this should be the market price. So if you are investing 963, you will get back the amount in 4.24 years. So this is the concept of duration of the bond. No? So we will continue in the next class. So for today we will stop our discussion here only.